introduce myself. I am Jim, and I'm the Gentleman Crafter. Love Graphic 45 papers. Love Graphic 45. So, I wanted to start off by showing you the 3 projects, because I know y'all got a lot of things to go through. And my first project today is going to be the Bavarian Christmas clock using the Christmas Emporium papers. And I'm going to move it into view a little bit so you can see it. Hopefully we can get some good detail for you, because I know y'all are going to be into details. Excuse me. Let's start from the bottom and work up. It's completely made out of chip. It is double-sided, double-faced chip. Use the doorknob and the door plate here. Cut the door plate down with my Dremel so it would fit the space that I wanted. It's got a little drawer here that you can pull out for storage. Did a little stack of tags, Christmas tags, to store in there. Love the paper, you guys. Love the paper. Anyway, Christmas is my thing. Anyway, wanted to go with the clock. Let's see if I can get it going. I moved it, and when you move it, it stops the pendulum. Anyway, the case is bowed. Wanted it to be a little bit different from Robin Shakur's. I had seen hers, and it was altered. And wanted to do, had a clock done that was very similar. So wanted to change it up just a little bit. So I decided to go with the bowed clock, kind of a grandmother clock here. So the case is made out of chip, once again. Has an acetate door so you can see through to the pendulum. The door opens with one of your staple buttons. Let me do that real quick for you. Let me see if I can hold on to it a little bit. It's a little top heavy. Well, let me explain the hinges. The hinges, I felt like it needed the symmetry to the piece. So I added the 2 hinges. They're fake. The middle hinge holds the door. So let me open the door for you, in case you need to get into the clock to start the pendulum. Or basically, you could see that I moved it back and forth to start it. So that's the interior of the clock. And it's held together with some really very strong magnets. So that's the case. The collar. The top part is made out of Xyron. I have a Creatopia, and these are the Xyron refills that go in the Creatopia that I cut down. Placed paper on. It was a good way to recycle those. Added the button staples to the front. The clock face is made out of drum. Actually, not drum. It looks like a drum to me, but actually it's made out of boxes. Put the front. I had 2 boxes. Front was made out of the front closure lid. The back I put another lid to give it that symmetry once again. Use the door plates here for mounts. Bronze mounts. Did the finial with wood ball, metal flower staples at the top for the finial, and love the way it came out. Just a cool clock. Let me turn it real sideways real quick so you can see the side view. And then the back is finished off. The circle piece up here, holds the clock face in, doesn't hold the clock face, holds the clock parts. And that just closes down so you can get to that to change the time. And that's a Bavarian Christmas clock. Okay, my second project today is the obelisk. Kind of fun and funky. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's made out of the old Curiosity Shop paper. Love old Curiosity Shop paper. So cool. Anyway, done in 2 pure point. The base, once again, constructed double chip, medium weight chip. A pretty sturdy piece. Good sturdy piece. Button staples for the knobs. Use the 7 Gypsies pieces here to pull for a little bit better pull here. If the button piece was flat against it, you wouldn't really exactly have something to pull open. So used a triple stack of Seven Gypsies pulls. Excuse me, that's the alarm clock. Drawers for storage for all your little trinkets and treasures. The base, which I'm very fond of, love the base, holds the mini, which we pull out. It's the altered box mini from Graphic 45. Let me open it up for you. Love the paper. Once again, love Old Curiosity Shops, one of my favorites. Open up. Uses the trim staples here. Once again, the button here. You pull the button open. Accordion pleats out to hold the tags for journaling and pictures. We pull out one of the coffee stain tags just for fun. Right there, coffee stain, tea stain. Here's tea. For journaling and that kind of goodies. So that's the mini that goes in the obelisk. That closes back. Let me get these all together. Closes back. Push down. There we go. Down that way and over. Love that. Great design. So that goes back in here. And then I'll give you some details real quick. Let me put this in a little bit. We'll put it in later. But it goes in there fairly well. Made it pretty tight, but good. I used the trim staples here again at 2:30 in the morning. I thought it was a really cool idea. So I hope that you think so too. There's the back, side, and the front. Love the new butterflies. I love all the fun findings that you guys are doing. The new clothespin, took it apart, glued it to the back of the butterfly for the butterfly back. The finial here, let's see if I can turn it down this way. Finial is made out of the metal flower staples. Glued those into place on a round ball, wooden ball. And once again, I just went crazy with the trim at the top. So that is the obelisk. My third project today is something I'm really proud of. So excited about this. And it is the Lacert paper collection. Once again by Graphic 45. It just reminds me of an old vintage toy. It's a Ferris wheel. Once again using the Lacert paper on a wooden, I don't know, what do you call this? Wooden plank. That I've antiqued with a three process technique. Painted it black, added the candle wax, painted the second coat, sanded it down to get the black to show through. The gears came from an old clock in the hallway here that I had. Loved it, but wanted it to be functional in this piece. So I took them out, and I think it was very effective. I'll show you in a second. This Ferris wheel moves, and when you crank the Ferris wheel, the gears will move, and that's why I wanted the acetate front. And we'll give you a little preview here. Front, the side, and while we're on this side, this is an old. This is the crank here. Old. Bobbin that my mom gave me, a wooden bobbin, a thread spool on a wood round plaque. That's the drive shaft. So you got, don't want to get too technical here. Drive shaft comes across here, goes up and feeds into this one, goes into this shaft, which turns the Ferris wheel. And so that's that. And once again, made out of chip, all chip. From scratch. The little banners, love those. Pennants. And back to the gear shaft. while I'm here, let me just turn the gear for a second, the wheel, and you can see how the gears move. It kind of takes a second to prime the motor for the Ferris wheel, but that goes around, driven by rubber bands and the tension on the rods. Just like an old vintage toy, something that would amuse the kids. Actually, I'm going backwards, actually. Let me go this way so you can see it go the right way. There we go. Just crank that, and that drives the Ferris wheel. I'm just proud of that. So I don't know, just kind of fun. And once again, the front of the piece. So love the paper collection once again. Le Cirque, Graphic 45, delish. What else can I tell you? So those are my 3 pieces.